finally here. 3 years in the making, we finally here.
I didn't even know the major was. Like, man, we ran the city. You know what I mean? We ran the city.
Right. I mean, I was proud of that. We weren't close to that city.
Nah.
By the dean of high school basketball coaches.
The dean.
I ain't care nothing about Jack, though.
Told the young lady, I said, he definitely married up. You're 27, is that correct?
So it hurt because I'm human.
Yeah.
Right?
Rightfully so.
But I'm going to give you more to hate. Just stay tuned.
You gonna get your first one tonight. Give me the rock. Right, we're gonna stop and get some chicken.
Right.
So we laugh about that. You ride with me, gonna get that chicken.
Yeah, right. Did you ever heard that story that the scouts were coming?
Came
to see him.
And saw Willie Mays.
Yeah, come on Wednesday to catch me.
Team they went to, we don't beat them 4 out of 5 times, so maybe they'll help them out.
Thompson is overtaking Hoop. There's no question that Thompson is taking over.
They got the best blacks and they got the best whites.
Coach, what's good, man?
What's up?
Birmingham. Coach Ford said, boy, they got the best blacks and the best whites. What you gonna do with that joker, man?
Hey, man, he's one of one.
One of a kind, huh?
Yeah.
Birmingham, we got the head colonel, the chief colonel in the studio tonight. We got Coach Demetrius Turner. Welcome, Doc.
What's up, man? You said that like you know me. What's up?
I didn't heard it. That's what they said. That's meat, man. You got meat on the show. I said, okay. Yeah. Before the show, I told you I did a little homework. So
yeah, that's what you said, man. You said some stuff.
Yeah, caught your attention.
Yeah.
Mike.
What's up?
This young man, 4-time Birmingham City champ. 4-time area champion. 12-time appearing in the sub-regionals. 4 times in the regional semis.
That's right.
Okay. Appeared 3 times in the regional finals. 1 Final Four. Got down to the BJCC against Carver.
Montgomery, that's right.
Okay. And Mike, 335 wins, career wins.
I'll clap to that. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get back to my clapping.
Get to your applause.
Yeah, man. God, hey, now. Let me get back to the. We got to do it proper here now.
You're right, because that wasn't long enough.
Hey, guess what, Coach? When I start to hit it, I hit something else. But there you go.
Get me right. I don't get too many claps.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Birmingham, welcome, Coach Turner. Man, glad you came in, dog.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You talking about.
Coach, that don't lie, man.
Coach, before we get started, man, I got a couple of current affairs that happened because we've been off maybe 2-3 weeks, I guess. But last week, Birmingham, we lost a legend in O.J. Simpson. Despite how folks feel about him or whatever, he still is a legend. So, we want to send prayers to the Simpson family and just really remember that brother for his own field and off the field accomplishments. I remember seeing that joke as a little fella running through the airport, jumping over luggage.
Yeah.
Hurts.
Mm-hmm. Hurts rent-a-car.
Yes, sir.
The rent-a-car folks.
Coach, we had last weekend the NCAA, both girls and boys.
Right.
And man, I heard so many folks saying, shoot, the girls' game was more intriguing, or the tournament was more intriguing than the boys.
You must have been in my home because I said the same thing.
Did you?
That's right. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, man?
Number one, I think that the women's game is just, taking leaps and bounds,
Right.
And the thing about it this year, and maybe last year too, they have star power.
Right.
You got a lot of these college guys leaving, not even going to college. When I was coming up, you attached your likeness or whoever to, a college squad and you followed that guy and followed him all the way through. Then when he got to the NBA, you were cheering for that team, cheering for that guy. Now you don't really associate yourself. The women, they stick around a little bit longer.
Right.
And, they're doing great things. So, So I think that's what it is. Women are sticking around the college game and improving their game.
Well, Coach, let me ask you something controversial about that, man. They almost wanted to try to pit. Well, they did pit Caitlin Clark against the Angel Reese girl. From last year, and so everybody was waiting on that. Then when Caitlin beat LSU, it was Caitlin against Dawn. What are your thoughts on that, man? You saw arenas being sold out.
You are listening to the HSCU.
Because of Caitlin. Did you see it or did you feel it was tied into some of the stuff we're seeing in politics as well?
Well, see, the thing about it, man, what you got to realize is we talking about it a week or two after it happened.
Right.
So if I'm that person putting it out there, it's WWE, it's entertainment.
Right.
I got you talking about it.
Right.
And I think that's the main thing, we talking about it. So that's great news. That's a great avenue to promote the game. So, you heard Angel Reese saying, it's nothing personal against Caitlin Clark and Caitlin Clark vice versa. I think Caitlin Clark got a little swag to her.
Oh, yeah.
That helps her and helps promote the game. You got NIL, so these young kids getting the opportunity to show who they are, who their personality is, so they can capitalize on, getting the bag.
Right.
So, it is what it is.
And now what tripped me out and being a parent of a couple of kids that play at the next level, I'm trying to figure out why they were leaving if they could stay another year, because the numbers that they're making in the WNBA compared to NIL at say Iowa, what she was getting at Iowa and what Angel was getting at LSU are not even comparable.
The only thing I can think of is, they turning pro, they get a chance to train all the time. Don't have to follow set rules.
Right.
So that's. Because I'm kind of like you. Seem like you can make more money in college,
than
the average WNBA salary. But, everybody has their own different reasons. So,
yeah. And the boy, we got to talk about UConn because that, I thought Bama did tremendous. They kept it close, I think closer than anybody else did. But UConn just really was an overwhelming presence this year and last year as well.
Right.
But definitely this year where they beating folks by 20 and 30 points. What did you think about that? What did you think about that? Because I can't even think of really too many players on their team.
And that's the beauty of it. We talked about name recognition not in the men's game.
Right.
And for UConn to lose all their talent from the season before and pretty much come back and dominate like they did this year is a testament to great coaching, great buy-in from the players.
Right.
Those guys that look like they couldn't be denied.
Yeah.
And I thought Alabama played the best that they could play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
I think if Quinterly comes back, you may have a little more depth. You had a couple of kids that left that might could have helped in that situation. I don't know if they would have got them, but, it would have been I think it would have been a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. What you think about O'Hurley, man? You in the coaching business. This joker pretty confident, man. I'm right at the point of saying cocky.
Well, he really is. So Hurley's around about my age, and I remember the AAU circuit and watching them play when they played on ESPN. He was a brother. He had that swag. He walked on the court with the bravado. He wasn't as good as his brother, but he had that cockiness. He had that swag about him, and you can see it carry over into his coaching. So it doesn't surprise me at all. I was telling my wife, I was like, that guy and Andy Kennedy, they really brothers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just don't know it now because they, Yeah.
In that same vein, this guy I'm thinking about over there at Sanford, I'm sure you coached against him a little bit. What are your thoughts on old Bucky over there?
Man, I take my hats off to that guy. When he coached at Mount Brook and even right now,
with Jay Culpepper
the
and
way
Mike
he
Steele.
gets his guys motivated to play is unheard of. The toughness, they just play with an edge,
right.
And to motivate 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old, much less college guys. And to his system, guys don't play 40 minutes a game.
Right.
So it's hard for the buy-in. If I'm a 19, 20-year-old guy, 1 minute and want to play, to buy into that system in order for us to win, not me.
Right.
For us to win, I got to go give my best 15, 16 minutes and then turn it over to the next guy. So that's a testament to himself and his style.
And what he's like you said, getting that buy-in.
Getting that buy-in.
I know, like one of my partners, we talked about it. We would always play them, and it was like, man, dang, every time a dead ball, somebody running to come get something. I'm like, man, I can't do it.
Right.
I'm not finna go here and watch this.
Right.
Not watch my child get subjected to this.
Right.
No. So you're right. That's good stuff.
So look, I am happy to say we did defeat Mountain Brook.
Okay.
So I need to tell people that, because people don't realize that.
There you go. There you go.
I got to give myself my flowers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, because that's what this is, fact finding.
Right.
We want to connect the dots for the audience. So, stuff we don't know, please feel free to let us know.
I sure will.
Birmingham, we have Coach Demetrius Turner in the studio. Mike, I've had one of the ads. I said the big admin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I said, wait a minute, man. I heard that he was an AP, assistant principal. Let me make sure before I mess around and go down that road too far. So,
yes, sir.
Coach is an assistant principal as well
Woodlawn.
as a coach over there.
I saw that.
What other hats you wearing over there, man?
That's it. Basketball coach and assistant principal.
So yeah, but my assistant principal back in the day was our football coach.
Okay.
But now, he would dish out.
Man, still waiting to be on the show too.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that was Coach Hamilton. That's my junior.
Okay, my bad. Coach Hamilton.
Shout out to Coach Hamilton, man.
Coach.
Jim, if you're watching. But y'all don't give paddlings no more in school, do you?
Sadly, no.
Okay. All right,
that's a whole nother conversation there.
Coach talking like he could get one right now.
Hey.
I want to get one right now today. There's a few on my plate right now.
Okay.
On the radar.
Okay.
Okay. So 92 Parker High graduate.
That's right.
Coach, let's start there, man. As a matter of fact, take me back. What junior high you went to?
Holy Family Elementary.
Really?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Hold on. So who was coaching over that end at the high school? They ain't try to keep you over there and play a little ball at the Holy Family? Was it Coach Perryman?
Coach Perryman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Perryman. Yeah. So
Okay.
so I was there, and Coach Perryman was there, and my mom, I played Catholic school ball. It was pretty good. And so when it got time to choose a high school, I was telling my mom, I want to go and play against the competition to see where I'm really at, know. And she said, well, let me tell you this, because I was saying I'm going to go to Ensler or J.O., because I'm from Pratt City.
Okay.
And so she was like, either you going to Holy Family. Wait a minute, what's so funny? Pratt City, what? What we laughing?
I hope my wife watches. We always inside. She my wife from wait a minute, hold on. My wife is from. She said she's from Forest. I always joke. I said, "Girl, you from Pratt? Stop that." Like, you from Fairfield? I said, "Yeah."
My wife from Pratt.
Okay.
I'm proud of from Fairfield.
Yeah.
So that's what he said.
Okay.
What he said. Well, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So my mom was like, either you going.
You know I've been on it too long.
Right.
I've been on it too long.
Right. Yeah. So it was either Park or Holy Family.
Go say, hold on, man.
Right.
Hold on. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah. So that was pretty. She said, between those two, and so that's how I ended up at Park.
Okay. So, did you have family that had gone to Park?
Oh yeah, my entire family. My mother,
Right.
cousins. I had several cousins in school with me. Pretty much everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. My
Now
sister.
we gonna still travel down, like I said, connecting these dots. So you say you went to Holy Family, but let me ask you this question while it's on my mind. When Coach Ford left Parker, did you consider going home? What I would consider going home? Did you consider trying to get that Parker job, or?
I never really had a thought. I had different people come to me at certain times, just gauging interest or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I was totally committed to Woodlawn. Been committed to Woodlawn. That was my avenue.
Right.
So I just stuck with that path.
Okay. So now, growing up, did you play anything other than basketball, or was it just basketball?
Inslee Bronco, 105, quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah, did that for a while.
Right.
I got hit more by the coach than the players, so.
You talking too much, Coach?
I wasn't talking too much, it's just like.
They were rough.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's why I got migraine headaches to this day.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so I
don't coach like that no more though.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you want kids out there, or if you don't want the parents going to the trunk of the car on you,
Right.
So it was just one of them things like, okay, it's hot outside. They got air conditioning on the inside with this gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a helmet on. People can see my face. It's pretty clear to me. I'm gonna play basketball.
Right. That's very easy.
All right, I ain't gotta get hit. So
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So over at Parker, it was strictly basketball.
Strictly basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So talk to me about your days at Parker, man. You lit it up over there from what I heard.
Man, it was some exciting times over there, man. Like, coming from the Catholic school to a public school, it was a whole culture shock.
So you was in a private school now?
Right.
All the way up.
I was
from first grade.
First grade to 8th grade.
To oh wow, yeah.
So when I got to Park in the 9th grade,
It was a culture
shock.
It was a culture shock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And so but I made friends.
Yeah.
People took a liking to me, especially when you're
Were
athlete.
they messing when you first got there though?
Nah, you just man up.
Yeah.
Put that tough guy
You
look on
probably
your
had a little
face.
height anyway though.
I had some height on me,
Yeah.
So
Intimidate.
yeah. So I played.
Mug a little bit.
Yeah, when I get past everybody, I made it.
I got through it.
I got through that day. Right. Nah, but it was cool, man.
No.
It was like one big family,
Yeah.
And then being able to join the basketball team, that just kind of propelled you,
Right. Yeah.
because, everybody in school wanted to be an athlete and be a part of some team. So,
Yes, sir.
so it was cool.
Wow,
Yeah.
good stuff. So, I want to tell you that I went first through 5th grade to a Seventh-day Adventist school, Ephesus Junior Academy. Shout out to my folks over there. But went from there to Rutledge Middle,
Okay.
and I heard cursing in the house, or my grandmother had a cafe. I would hear cursing, stuff like that. But had really, honestly, never heard cursing at school.
Right.
Honestly. And first day, Doc, boy, they letting them fly. And I'm sitting up there, I'm mouth wide open, bro. I'm like, damn.
I can relate.
and messed around. And someone was talking about my mama, because she was a teacher. I said, God, I said, hold on, man, we got to get this straight that quick.
Right.
What y'all talking about?
Right.
So, yeah, I feel you on that. Okay.
Oh, y'all crazy.
Coach, over there, man, were you lighting them up in the books, man? What kind of student were you?
So I've always been, pretty blessed to be pretty good with academics. Had a strong foundation. My mom, she was a school teacher at Lincoln and other public schools, and then later on at Holy Family in the private school, St. Paul.
TK.
Right, so teach a kid, so you got to do your work or you ain't doing nothing else.
Exactly.
So just got the foundation from there.
Right.
And like I tell anybody, once you get that foundation, you pretty much rooted into what you need to be. As far as basketball, I joined the varsity group, started as a 10th grader.
Okay.
On those teams, we had outstanding players. Outstanding. I was a role player.
Okay.
I probably averaged about 9 points a game.
Wow.
But because we had so many great guys, it allowed me to do other things besides scoring.
Right.
So I took it upon myself to be a great defender.
Mm-hmm.
I could pass the ball. I like to set people up.
Right.
I really didn't find my offensive game until I moved on from high school. But I was one of those glue guys.
I got you. Yeah. I asked you earlier, and you can probably go back and listen to Coach Ward. Coach Ward said, Coach Scoggins, man, don't shoot my ball, man. He said he was not allowed in high school to take a jumper. So I think he took one, and it was an air ball.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said he didn't get a jumper till he got to A&M.
Right.
You know, and that is like unbelievable. And I know I was going to cover this, but you played for Coach Cap Brown, a legend.
That's right.
And man, y'all jokers would come out there with those pinstripe.
That's right.
You know, so like I know some of the players. You know, you talking about.
It was the show before the show.
Yeah, that damn layup line.
Yeah.
You know that was just crazy.
So you always, you know, they tell me you take the role or you take the persona of your head coach.
Yeah,
that's absolutely true.
Yeah, so you know if you know anything about Cap Brown, he was a showman.
Yeah,
you know he liked to look good, smell
baby.
good. Coach come in the locker room, man, you just kind of look him up from head to toe, like you know what I'm saying. So now it's time to go out there and perform. You know, he come out there looking at the crowd, smiling. So now you in the layup line doing your thing. You know, it's about to be a show.
Yeah,
you know,
it's good stuff, bro. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, Coach. So you at Park. Starting as a 10th grader, doing pretty well in the books. Any high school organizations, fraternities, anything like that?
Oh yeah, Capital Epsilon, KTU, the Aristocrats. That's right.
That's right. Get this joke out of here.
Come on, man.
Man. Seriously?
Man. Yeah.
KTU.
That's right.
Wow, I was in polo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coach said, yeah.
Got my Epsilon, baby. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff, Coach. Okay. That was we were talking to Coach Ward again, and it was somebody else we might have asked about that. And he was saying, Scar was like, yeah, you know, you do that when you can't play here.
Right.
Oh, my God. So he wouldn't let him do it. Okay. Good stuff, man. Any teachers that, you know, just come to mind that were special or it could have been a giant. Anybody that poured into you while you were at Parker that just need to be recognized?
To be honest with you, it was for me. It was just about being in that gym, the relationships with the guys on my team. You know, I had great teachers. I was a part of the segment program. Miss Rice, the math teacher. Miss McDowell, the English teacher. You know, those teachers.
You know, that's a name I need to ask you about right now.
Yeah.
Miss Hill. Did you ever take Miss Hill over there?
Miss B. Hill. English,
okay.
yeah. So
man, that's what, yeah.
So I mean, when you went in there, it was about business.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I was in the segment program,
right?
Science, engineering, you know, all that kind of stuff. So you know, you knew once you stepped in there, it was about business.
Yeah.
So you know,
it's good stuff, Coach. Good stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, we matriculated on out of the Thundering Herd, man. You know, they call him the Big Herd now with our nephew. Shout out to the nephew over there.
Nephew.
The Frank Ward. Yeah, the U. Mm-hmm. Hey, they the big U. You go on to Bama State at that point or what?
No, so, you know, we talked about the team I was on at Park. We had great guys. James Crosby. I think
did he have a brother with Gerald?
Yeah, Gerald Crosby
went on to play at Georgia.
That's right. So
man, yeah.
So James, we call him Bug. He was getting ready to go to Washington State. I think he was a casualty of grades. We had Nigel Hodges, great point guard. He ended up signing with UAB. Yeah. We had Michael Howell, who's a dual sport athlete.
No, wait a minute. That's not the same Nigel. Is he coaching now?
No, he's not coaching.
Okay, so I'm thinking about Nigel over at Fulton there, but that's not.
But he played at UAB in the 90s.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Okay.
Yeah. He was our point guard, and then you had Michael Howard, was a two-way star, football, basketball. He ended up being your quarterback at Miles.
That's my guy.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike, my guy. He's a police officer now.
Right, and so not to even mention the guys. That
I didn't know Mike played basketball though.
Oh yeah, Mike could shoot the cover off.
You know, somebody we had here was talking about that. It might have been. I can't remember. Yeah.
So Mike was shooting out that thing, and then when he went to Miles, Mike did some numbers at Miles in quarterback position too.
Oh, he did. He did at Parker and carried on. You know, he could shoot the basketball, flat out shoot it.
Wow.
Yeah. So I say that to say that those were our guys.
Yeah.
You know, and which was good, which was cool.
Right.
So I had to go to junior college in order for myself to stand out and get shown or whatever. So I was blessed to get a scholarship to Connor State out in Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Wow.
10-hour drive.
That far?
I went that far chasing the dream, man.
There you go.
You know, I went out there, got accepted for a scholarship, played 2 years. I played with some of the best players in the United States. We went to a junior college Final Four, one game from a national championship. We had 6 guys on the team, signed Division I scholarships. it just propelled my game.
Yeah.
You know,
playing against tough competition.
Playing against some of the best competition around. You know, our coach was a former Clemson assistant. As a matter of fact, he's still the coach now, and their team just went to the junior college Final Four.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So I got to play with a lot of great guys out there, and that's when I signed a scholarship to Alabama State. Because I wanted to get back home so my mom can watch me play.
Absolutely.
You know, because at Parker, she would always be at the games. I always knew where she was, where she was sitting. You know how it goes.
Yeah, you kind of missed that.
Yeah, kind of missed that. You know, it wasn't nothing but cows and a gym where I was at.
Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma,
What part of Oklahoma?
Warner, Oklahoma.
Really?
Yeah. So it's about 30 minutes from this town called Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so.
A guy said, it might have been Full Metal Jacket. It could have been. Could have been
Private
Officer and a Gentleman with Lou Gossett. He said, only thing from Muskogee is steers and queer.
Right.
He said, I don't see no horns on your head. Can we say that on this? My bad.
You can say you just ain't gonna get no sponsor. I'm just kidding.
Okay, come my bad, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop a bomb. I'm dropping a bomb on this.
So when you go back and listen to it, you will hear some of the sound effects that he's dropping.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all right. So because it's a stigma. A lot of people, they hear somebody went to a junior college, and they think, okay, it was grades. You know, so that's why, I asked you about your grades in high school.
Yeah, so for me, it wasn't about grades, and I like to tell my kids that all the time. I made a 20 on my ACT.
Okay, look at
you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about the
grades. It was about
you
trying to create opportunity.
I was trying to create an opportunity. So I was in the band at Parker.
Okay.
I was a first chair trumpet.
Okay.
So, I used to be on the field dancing and all that stuff on Friday night. I had a scholarship to Clark
Atlanta. Chief over there.
I was on the Chief, you know what I'm saying? So, Chief probably had a bigger influence on me than anybody at school. Now, we go back and you say influences or whatever.
Yeah.
Because, Chief didn't play, and he taught me how to play that instrument, the trumpet, and,
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, so.
I got a good respect for people that can play instruments, man.
Yeah. So
Man, that is wild.
So if it didn't work out in basketball, I was like, okay, well, I'll jump off into that right there.
And you don't even play no more.
Man, look, I still got my mouthpiece.
Yeah, but you won't play.
I can.
Man, hey, look, that is crazy. That's crazy that you were in the band.
Yeah, all 4 years.
Wow.
I tried to get out my senior year. But my mom was like, I paid for this instrument. You finna play it.
Yes,
Coach, you ain't trying to be the drum major over there, man?
Nah, that was too much, man. Look, I was trying to learn. Look, this is what I used to do. I used to learn the routine on Monday to, we had practice at 5:30.
Yeah.
After I learned that routine, I'm on the 50-yard line. Don't nobody take my spot. This is going to be my spot Friday night. I'm going to learn the routine.
Right.
Then I'm going to go in the gym at 5:30 and practice, and I ain't coming back out here till Friday night. And that's what I did my senior year.
Okay.
And so at first, Chief was looking at me sideways. I was like, either I can do this or I can quit. And he ain't say nothing else about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So we rocked and rolled, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you learned the routine though.
Oh yeah.
So you put some effort in trying to do both.
Look, man, I'm double jointed, man. Yeah. So,
Right.
We do what we do.
Every show we learn something that I would have never thought.
Yeah.
And
that's the interesting part. That's the uncovered part.
Yeah. Because my guy, Vince, just retired a couple of years ago. He was a drummer. He played in the band, in high school. What's we got? Vince.
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Last name escaped me. Yeah.
Oh, Vince retired basketball?
Yeah. He about 2 or 3 years out. Yeah. He was a drum major. I don't know where he was from. I think it was
Florida.
Yeah.
So I wonder what high school was it. South Florida?
I don't know.
I think it was. It was in. He was from Daytona.
Oh, well, he was up there by. Okay.
Yeah.
He was up by the Panhandle. Okay.
That's wild, man.
To my
So, Coach, man, how was that experience down there in Connor at Connor State?
Man, it like I said, it kind of changed my life as far as basketball. But in life, it taught me I had to grow up quick.
Right.
I learned how to be a man away from home.
Yes, sir.
Responsibilities. Had to be purpose driven.
Yeah.
Met some lifelong friends. And like I said, the basketball, we played against guys that, went on to the NBA. I was teammates with 2 twin 7-footers that ended up going to Missouri, Simeon and Sammy Haley.
Yeah.
I played with 2 guys that won the national championship for Dunbar High School. I played with those 2 guys. Cyrus Jones ended up playing at West Virginia. Paul
Dunbar,
Banks.
that's up Maryland.
In Baltimore.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, played with those guys. So, our pickup games were like no other.
Crazy.
So, it was just a time to, get better at basketball and just, just kind of grow up a little bit.
Okay.
And mature.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Doc, you get a chance, man, to come home, man. And did you have other options in the state besides Bama State, or were you like? Let me ask it this way: Classic. Who were you pulling for before you went to Bama State? Were you an A&M person? Were you a Bama State person?
I really didn't have a side.
Really?
I had friends, and at Park, you had folks who went to A&M, teachers. Then you had teachers who went to Alabama State. So
where did your mom go to school?
My mother went to Miles College.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a great mom.
She's a millennial. Millennial.
Yeah. Great mom. Mom, you all right. I see why you got this guy in private school.
You something else, yeah.
Boy, wow,
Yeah.
Okay, so was A&M your only state institution that you were looking at here, or were you some other options, or what?
No, so I had a couple options. So Alabama State, Texas Arlington, Texas San Antonio, University of San Francisco, small interest from Murray State. So UAB, because they wanted the twins on my team, the 7-foot twins.
Right.
And so Joe Evans.
Joe Evans, yeah. Your frat brother.
Joe Evans.
Yeah.
He took a flight out to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And they came to see the twins.
Yeah.
And so they called me in too.
Wow.
And so I was like, what they want with me? They ain't never recruited me, And so he came in and he was like, if you help me get them boys, I'm going to sign you to a scholarship. We need them to come down on a visit.
Joe, good folks, man. Shout out to Joe, man. Joe Evans, man, great guy.
Yeah.
He was with the high school for years. Yeah,
right. And I was like, well, Coach, if you ain't recruit me then, ain't no need to try to recruit me now. You want them, you don't want me. And I want to play.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Right. You know what? And I'm glad you said that. And we've covered that a few times in the past.
Nah.
You got folks that's, man, North Carolina looking at me. Man, go somewhere where you can, where you can go play,
and
bro.
They
go ahead, Cole. I know you.
Look, so I had friends, they waiting on Alabama. I'm going to Florida State. I'm doing this or that, but I'm like, man, ain't nobody. Them folks ain't knocking at your door. You better want who wants you.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I learned early.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a victim of
say
this.
That again, Coach.
No, yeah.
I learned early.
Want who what?
I want who wants you.
Yeah, we're dropping
and I tell
on that.
right, and I tell my kids right now, hey man, you better want who wants you. You know what I mean?
I like that, Coach.
So that's the motto I learned early, and I try to live by it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Go where they need you, not where they want you.
That's right.
Yeah, if you need it, man. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, boy, you end up down there close to High Street. That's where the top flight was.
South Jackson, 915 South Jackson Street.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Wow. Man, we would drive up there, boy. Lord have mercy. But they just said college days. That's all I leave right there. We drive up there. It'd be something to behold. Though.
One time.
Yes, sir. So, Coach, what did you major in at Bama State?
So, I was gonna major in physical therapy.
Okay.
And so I was told that the program was gonna be there. Of course, when I got there, it wasn't in place.
Right.
So I did on advisement recreational therapy. And so, kind of like you work with people in rehab facilities or elderly and nursing homes, you kind of activity coordinator.
Right, okay.
So that's what I majored in. Going into college or whatever, I didn't have a plan like I'm going to be this or that. I'm going to be an NBA basketball player most 19, 20-years-olds. So it didn't really matter what I was majoring in. Yeah, because this is what I'm planning on doing, And so that's how that started.
Okay. Well, we'll go back there in a minute because I want to know how we get to education. Right. But man, talk to me about the campus life, man. How were you? Because you playing in the basketball. Well, how were those football games?
Well, so it's just like even going back from elementary to high school. Okay. The culture shock. Right. So, I told you I went to school out in Oklahoma for 2 years. Right. Okay. It wasn't too many of us, just the basketball players, but that was it. So now imagine going to a black college after those 2 years. Mm-hmm. When I get on campus, I'm like, man, I ain't never seen this many black people since I left Parker, Right. So it was another adjustment period. Right. But, I met guys on my team. We quickly bonded. Right. Used to hit all the football games and, just had a good time.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, around that time frame, you guys I guess Steve McNair would have been at Alcorn. Did you ever see him play?
I did. I saw him play at Crampton Bowl, and we had some great guys at that time. We had a quarterback, Alcide Sertan, who was a 1,000-yard rusher and receiver. Wow. We had Reggie Barlow.
I remember both of them guys.
Yeah, Reggie Barlow. So we had some studs, I think Cedric Thornton went on to play in the NFL. Yeah. So they had some Coach Houston Markham. He did a good job with those guys.
Yeah, good stuff. Road trips, man. Did you ever hit Daytona? Daytona, if you wanted.
I did.
Freaknik.
So not so much Freaknik. Maybe once, twice, but
Coach said, "Man, what you doing, Jay?"
Yeah, so we did. So Montgomery to Daytona was, sort of a quick trip. Right. So we'll pack up and ride down and hang out, have a good time. Right. Yeah. It was after the season. So.
Right. I got you. Yeah. So, Coach, man, we see you got the purple and gold, man. You
that was a mistake.
What?
There he go.
There you go. Go ahead, Coach.
Everybody can't. Yeah, that's
can't
all
do
I'm
blue or white. You're right, Coach.
Y'all wild, man.
Go ahead, Coach.
Coach, man, you did that down there, or
I didn't. I did a graduate chapter up here in Birmingham.
Okay, I saw a picture, and I had reached out to one of my guys who went to ski with me, Fest, DeMarcus Gates.
Yeah.
So
that's my line brother.
Okay. I saw that picture, so I wasn't sure. Good folks, man. Because we had, when I was down at Skigi, what's my guy name? Lumsey. Mario. Yeah. Okay. Anything else stands out, or anything you want to talk about from Bama State? Or you talk about your playing days?
Yeah. So Bama State was, man, that's the best thing ever happened to me. I met my wife there, who was the assistant coach's daughter. Matter of fact, the assistant coach recruited me to Alabama State. Johnny Mitchell, basketball legend at Alabama State. Okay. He, along with Clayton Harris, who's the assistant girls coach at Alabama State now. Okay. They recruited me to Montgomery. Like I said, the best thing happened to me. I got on campus, met a pretty young lady, LaShonda Mitchell, and we hit it off real well. No, clap for that. Clap. Give me the clap. There you go. And so, the basketball.
Did he give you a hard time after you start trying to date his daughter, man?
So let me tell you the story behind it. Let me tell you the story. So I met her. She was an assistant doing work study in the basketball office. And so I had no idea.
Have she ever played ball?
Huh?
She an athlete?
No.
Okay.
No. She was doing work study. Right. Met her at the basketball office. I didn't know that was Coach Mitchell's daughter. Okay. So Coach Mitchell was a young guy, probably 35, 36 years old. I didn't even really put it together. Yeah. And we didn't talk, LaShonda and I didn't talk about, who her daddy was or things like that. So, after a couple of weeks, I finally realized.
She didn't want to run you off anyway. I told you, like.
Right. So, he a very great guy, never gave me any problem, hustle about it. Right. It was the head coach that gave me all the pushback. That was like his niece. You with that basketball player, all that kind of stuff. And, You know, so he kind of gave me a hard time, but you know.
How are you and the coach today? If he's still, I don't know if he, but do you have a relationship with the head basketball? With your old head basketball coach?
So he's deceased.
Okay,
so I think Coach Oliver passed maybe around 97, 98, something like that. You know, they named the arena for him, named the court for him.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Coach Oliver did his thing.
God bless
State.
him.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But so you married to the assistant coach daughter.
Correct.
So is he still living?
Yeah.
Your father-in-law?
Uh-huh.
So I'm just pretty good.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. Man, look, so
I wouldn't tell it the truth. I wouldn't say anything less anyway.
Nah.
Yeah.
So, man, outstanding individual, great role model, somebody you aspire to be.
Yeah.
You know, just A1 from day one.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I can say.
That's it.
You know, shoot, man, I just thank him, Coach Oliver, Coach Harris, for giving me an opportunity.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You give me the opportunity, I'm going to do the rest.
Right.
You know, that's always been my motto.
It seemed like you did the rest.
Yeah, man, look, I'm self-made.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody never gave me nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, but you give me an opportunity, then I'm going to do the rest.
Okay.
And that's kind of like how I live my life.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got a kid from your wife now. Y'all got one?
Twins.
Y'all got twins?
12-year-old twin.
Word. Two guys?
Girl,
I'm a fraternal twin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Because a lot of times people are like, oh, they're identical.
Right.
You know, a male and a female.
Right.
Yeah. No, man.
Yeah.
We have different body parts.
That's
okay?
right.
Can't be identical.
But you could. So, Coach, man, you go on and get out of Alabama State. Met the wife. So y'all dated on through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what's up, man.
That's
Let me get some more hands up for that, man.
That's
Beautiful thing. Black love.
Black love.
She black?
love.
She black love.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Well, they do have some Caucasians and the other minorities too, the HBCU at Alabama State.
Don't take
Not then.
No. But the baseball team, man, just beat Auburn.
They did 3-2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was it was a couple upsets amongst SWAC baseball and basketball.
Yeah, throughout the year. Yeah.
Throughout the year, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's good to see, man. That SWAC, man. I always
But
thought.
not only with baseball, you had some in basketball
That's what I'm
this
talking
year.
about.
You
That's
know
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Throughout.
throughout. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's good to see that that we, SWAC schools are competing at a high level like that. But they always had, but now we're getting the opportunity to kind of.
So when we were playing, the difference was, so I 5 with Auburn's 5, we could compete. But when
It's the one come off the floor.
When you get to the 8th and 9th and 10th guy, that's when the drop off, and you're trying to sustain that for the whole game.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And same thing with football, I think, with some of them.
Just the numbers.
Yeah. Because we had somebody say that the actual skill players is up front, the interior.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a separation between the SEC and SWAC, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, boys. Yeah.
So, Coach, when did you decide, man, I'm gonna put this ball down, man, and get on with life? What happened after Bama State? Did you try to do overseas or anything like that?
So I had a couple opportunities that I went and tried to try out and play for whatever, and these people were offering what they call these C leagues and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
And it's like the money they offering. I can just get my degree and make this type of money or more, So, I wouldn't try to prove nothing there. You got to love the game. And, after so long, you kind of know,
right.
Like, hey, man, I'm ready to get on with my life.
Right.
And so, that's what I decided to do. Decision made for me, but hey.
What type of player were you? Were you shooting it? What were you doing?
So, man, so I was a slasher.
Okay.
I could finish at the rim. I could play make. I can dish it out. My stat line, my senior year, I probably had games with 22 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 3, steals. I had a good little run my senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, any kind of way. I might hit a 3-point every now and then, but mostly I was getting to that basket finishing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you coming down here dunking on folk, Coach?
I could do it.
You could do it.
I could do it. Yeah. I could do it.
You talk a little noise on the floor, Coach?
Oh, man, you know, my teammates call me a quiet assassin. You look up, I got 10, 12 points. You know, I started the game early, you know, get everybody going.
Right.
You know,
right.
so I was a quiet assassin.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So when did the education piece come in? Because you say you were doing some type of therapy, a major with that. When did you figure out I wanna follow Mom?
Okay, so this is what happened. I was doing an intern for the rec therapy. I came home doing my intern, and during that time, so back it up, the girls coach, assistant coach at Alabama State at that time was, guess who? Maurice Ford.
Really?
Right. Maurice Ford.
Okay.
So I forget the girls' coach name, but anyway, when I was finishing up my degree and I was through playing, he was an assistant coach there. So we became roommates, and I had already knew Coach Ford because he was my AAU coach. He was young though,
right.
You know, but I knew him. He from Pratt City. I'm from Pratt City.
Yeah.
So we was roommates or whatever. So
Coach was coaching down at Bama State.
Yeah, in Montgomery.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so I never forget. He was telling me about he could possibly be getting a job at Parker High School.
Wow.
You know, before that he was at Ensley. He was with the B team at Ensley, whatever, helping out with the varsity before he went to Alabama State.
Right.
And so he was telling me about he could possibly get the job. So I never forget we were in an apartment.
Right.
And they called him up and they told him to come to Birmingham for an interview.
Okay.
And so, you know, we were both jacked up. He was like, hey, man, you know, hey, get in there, you know.
Yeah.
So long story short, he got the job. So when he got the job, I was coming home to do my intern, excuse me. And so since I was at home doing my intern, I went over and volunteered to help him coach.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so just being around and watching him and work with the team, whatever, you know, that's when I'm like, hey, I think this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's how I kind of birthed and took off.
Right.
You know, from being with him. I was a volunteer with him for probably about a year and a half, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then that's when I jumped back in school to get my master's degree so that I could become a school teacher so I could coach. I wasn't trying to teach school. I was trying to coach. But the prerequisite was to get in the school system.
Get certified.
Right.
So in what area did you go back and get your master's in?
Physical education.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I got you. I got you. So you do that. I saw on your resume that you volunteered. Was that the volunteering you were talking about? You were volunteering with Coach Ford? Okay.
I was volunteering, right.
So and this was over at
Parker.
At Parker. At home.
Yeah.
You were back home.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
What a beautiful
So I was
thing.
there with Walter Sharp and all those guys.
Yeah.
I think they were 10th graders at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Love it when a plan come together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
God's plan.
God's plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't nothing to do with
God's
it.
plan.
You're right. You're right, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a chance to get your feet wet and you figure this thing out, man, I want to do this.
Right.
You know.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm about to marry. Have you married the coach's daughter, assistant coach's daughter at this point, or what?
No, all that was kind of working.
Yeah.
It was a fluid situation. It was working. So we got married in 2001. So that's right. I started teaching. We got married in July. I started teaching in August.
Wow.
2000.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That around the time I was.
Yeah, I got married in 2000. That's what's up, Coach.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, so and then mom taught, so you know you coming home. Okay, okay. So first gig out the gate. Where are you?
Smith Middle School.
Really?
Smith Middle School.
Okay.
So I walk into Smith Middle School and, you know, they told me I was going to be the coach, so I get to meet the guys or whatever. And I'm looking at these guys like, man, these got to be some high school guys right here.
Really?
So you guys are familiar with Birmingham sports. So you got Andre Smith.
Wow.
Who played for Alabama,
Wow.
NFL.
Cincinnati, yeah.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Shout out to my boy. He come down to my food truck. Shout out to my boy Andre.
Right. So I got Andre Smith, you know, who wasn't even really a basketball player but could play.
Yeah.
You got Demetrius Jemison,
Yeah.
who went to Alabama and played. You got Floyd Calhoun, who was the quarterback for Huffman, went on to play. We had some talented guys.
Yeah.
Walked into a situation with some talented guys. Yeah. So
it made the job easy.
Made a lot easier when you got them guys, you know.
So that takes you on, the success, I'm assuming, takes you on to the Colonels.
That's right. So we won back-to-back city middle school championships, and that's when I got an opportunity from Shirley Graham to come to Woodlawn. Gene Critton had been retired a year or two, had an interim coach in between, maybe a year,
right? And
then I came.
So, and you knew Coach Critton fairly well, or?
Yeah, I knew him, just fairly well.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Now, did he ever come back around once you first started out over there? Or?
Not when I first started, but I think maybe 3 or 4 years he came over and helped out a little bit.
Okay.
Just kind of helped with practice, asked me to come over. And, anytime you can get somebody that's, won 2 state championships and knows the area, you welcome that. And, that's what I did.
Heck yeah. So, Coach, you said now, who gave you that opportunity over there?
Shirley Graham.
She was the principal?
She was the principal at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, it's funny because, when I first got over there, I go tell her, I said, hey, well, we need this, or, I need, why we not doing this, or why we not doing that? And she sat me down. She said, ain't this the job you say you wanted? And she looked at me, and I looked at her. And from then on, I ain't asked no more questions. I just put my head down and said, hey, let me do what I got to do, make it happen, So, But yeah, she gave me an opportunity, and I'm just thankful.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe that? Just describe the challenges of, I'm sure there are. Say coaching at Woodlawn, because you just said, why we not doing this, why we not doing just, let the audience know what some of the things you dealt with on early, some of the things you may still be dealing with.
So early on, you had a lot of people that wanted the job, but then had the proper credentials to get the job. So they would.
Hey, that's big right there. Yeah. Proper credentials to get proper paperwork.
Right. Proper paperwork.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They didn't have what they needed. And so, the community, or, once you get behind somebody or not get behind somebody, they try to steer the kids in other directions, because you don't want the current coach to do well, to succeed, so I faced that early on, but, like I said, it wasn't nothing like hard work, just putting your head down and letting your work speak for it.
Right.
And so my first year, we went 12-12 maybe.
Go ahead. You good? You good?
Yeah, I've been a mistake. My bad.
Yeah. I think we were like maybe 500. Or maybe 2 or 3 games below.
Coach, they wasn't calling for your head early, were they?
Oh no, because I ain't had nothing. I was playing with a half debt. But the next year it got better, and the next year it got better, and I think that third year we won like 20 games, and we just kind of took off from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. We had your protege in here. We had Coach Howard in here, and he was like, he did some things over there. We know that it was like, hey man, what you doing?
Right.
He's like, hold on, man, we winning.
Right.
So so I said they wasn't calling for your head.
No.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
God.
Yeah.
That's tough though.
So what all hats have you worn over there at Woodlawn? Is it because now you're AP over there, assistant principal and coach? But did you do it? Did you coach in the football or anything like?
Yeah, so I've been the interim football coach, and the running joke with me with all the football coaches, because we had several. It's like I'm the winningest football coach at the school.
Yeah.
I won 2 games as the interim coach. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what you gonna do?
Coach, I don't really I don't understand, man. Woodlawn, what you think the challenge is? I mean, are you guys losing kids to other programs or?
Yeah, so it's a transient school. We were surrounded by I think 3 or 4 projects. So if you know anything about the city, we got Gate City Projects. So Gate City Projects housed about 550 families.
Wow.
Right now, they're housing only 200.
Okay.
And so they're moving everybody out of these assisted living, the projects,
Right.
and they sending them east.
Okay.
You know, so we lose a lot of our kids.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, from
So
housing.
why y'all still stay at that 6A status?
So we are currently 13 students away from being 5A.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Or do they count the females or the males when they
They count 10th through 12th graders.
Yeah, it's all students.
10th through 12.
Okay, 10th.
See, I'd find my 13 baddies and you get to go, bro.
That's a whole nother story. And
Yeah.
that's a whole nother story.
Coach, I feel you. That's a whole nother story, just like the ones that we can see if spanking was appropriate.
Yeah.
It'd be the same story.
So we really should be a 5A, and if we were 5A, we could do a better job as far as football and basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball we compete, but at the same time, when you deal in 6A, we have 750 students. I'm in an area with the school that got 1,500 students.
Yeah. Double your size.
Yeah, double my size.
Wow.
So that's the difference between 5 kids at least.
Yeah.
That's a challenge that
A big challenge.
A big challenge.
Yeah, man. You got a school that's double your size. You playing against them.
And I'm playing against them
Yeah.
every night.
Yeah.
So
Wow. So, and you mentioned early on, you beat them Spartans over there.
yeah. So I think
LeBeau?
Trendon. Mount Brook.
Mount Brook.
Oh, my
So
bad.
I think Trendon was a sophomore, and so I had the 6A Player of the Year, and we couldn't be denied that year.
Okay.
Yeah, he really should have got Mr. Basketball. He lost out to John Petty.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but
I'm trying to think of, because I think my son's freshman year we got caught up with y'all over there in Homewood at a tournament, at a Christmas tournament.
Okay.
Y'all had a pretty nice kid. I can't remember who it was, but I don't think that would have been him then.
What year was it?
This would have been 17, 18 year.
Okay.
Because that was 17 before the new year.
Okay.
So yeah, he was a freshman over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was that 6A Player of the Year?
Javian Williams, JD. So JD ended up going to UAB, and he played for Broad.
That's who I'm talking about.
That's who you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So he went on to play at UAB, then he ended up going to Louisiana, finished up at Louisiana Monroe.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So I know exactly who you're talking about now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how many principals have you worked under over there since you? Because
you know what?
Is this year 20 or
This
next
year-
year is 20?
So this next year be year 20.
Okay.
Yeah, coaching.
I looked at that. I said, "Dang, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's been at least 8, at least, I think. Yeah, somewhere around there. I lost count,
Right.
but it's been quite a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
No, it ain't been 8, maybe 5 or 6. I don't know.
okay. So you said you've been interim football.
Yeah. Yeah.
You AD at all?
No, not
Never-
the AD.
Never
So,
been
yeah,
AD?
so I've never tried to take on more. I know about all the sports, could coach all of them, but that's not my expertise. I wanted to just always kind of stick with my expertise, so to speak.
Right.
Didn't want to short the kids.
Okay. Now, look, Coach, you said 5. Let's say 5 principals. They come in, they kind of let you do what you got to do, or they, you have your head in it that, you've had to deal with that heavy hand, or, we need this from the program, or.
Well, you have some principals that come in that don't identify how athletics can be a benefit to your school. And they don't put in the effort to try to help you get to that point.
And give us an example of how the athletics can be a benefit to your school.
Well, if you have a great athletic program, you inviting people to your school to see the games.
Right.
And once they get in the games, you can start talking about your PTA meeting next Tuesday. You can start talking about this. We having this next week. You can see our facilities for somebody like yourself that's coming over with your son and say, hey, you know, I didn't know Woodlawn Gym was like this, so I didn't know their school was this beautiful.
Right.
Like, hey, you know, okay, I see they got this program going on. You got that, you know, going on the, you know, the board outside, you know. So, you know, athletics brings people to your campus, to your building.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and especially when you're doing good. You know, media outlets want to talk to you.
Right.
Hey, while you here, let me talk to you about our beta club. We're doing, we got so many people that got this much on the ACT, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, you get them here, then you talk to them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mentioned that Coach Howard said he had some situation going on and we known after winning one, you know. I asked Coach Ford, I said, Coach, I named off about five folks, and you know, that had played for him, and I hadn't even got the Bledsoe. I said, Coach, now listen, the street said you're supposed to have more than one. And this before he won this one this past year.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, you got 335 wins. You lost that tough one to Carver Montgomery.
Right.
How do you feel not having one at this particular point?
So just like with any coach, you know, I want to stand there with the blue map too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But each year, there's only one champion.
Right.
You know, everybody, you can be 32-1 and all that kind of stuff, but if you ain't there at the end standing up, you just like me sitting up in the stand watching everybody else. You just played 2-3 games more than me.
Right.
You know, so I would love to be there, but in the end, you know, I always tell somebody who won it in 2017.
I can't name it.
That's not to discount anything, because I if I won it, I'm gonna let you know every day.
Right. Yeah. Right.
You know, so I would love
but
to.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so you know,
that year for y'all was 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I want to know because mine transferred from Spain Park to Hoover, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his old team, and I don't know what year it was. It might have been junior, senior year. I'm not sure. They got a chance to go down to Birmingham,
right?
And I'm like, man, y'all, they can't win this, because you know this,
right?
I mean, I was already getting flack that we left, you know?
Right?
It's a little long time they mess around and win it,
right?
So, and I asked my wife, I said, am I wrong for pulling against them, you know? And she was like, no, you know, of course she was gonna step behind me with it, but the way we felt, we had been treated, you know, I'm like, nah, I can't pull for this, man, you know. So I said all that to say, you know, you gotta. I told Mike, I call y'all a coalition, you know, your crew.
Yeah.
You know, and if you can be honest about it, if you can't, you just say what you want to say. But Coach Ford just got another one. You got Bam, you got Barber. He got a few. Coach Howard got one. You know, how does that feel inside? You like you see my guys. I'm happy for them, but damn, you know, I want mine.
You know, what God got for you is you know, and that's just how I try to live it, man. I'm Soup, man. Coach Ford won the championship. I'm at the regional in Hansville in the locker room with him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When Coach Howard won his, we at the cigar place that night smoking. So it's just like when my friends win, I win.
Okay.
You know, and people can say that or whatever, but I'm a true testament of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things, man. I was looking at it the other day. I've been coaching 19 years. I'm gonna tell you, 15 of those years, whoever's been in my area has either won the state championship or made it to the Final Four.
Wow.
I've been in some stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I was in there with Hillcrest, Scott Soul, they won it. Mountain Brook, Bucky McMillan, they won it.
Right.
Huffman one time, they you know.
Right.
So I can go on and on.
Right.
You know, the year we went to the Final Four, it was only 6A classification. We were 5A. No. They had moved to 7A.
Right.
Mount Brook had moved up to 7A, which allowed me, I was 6A, which allowed me to get through the door to get there.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
So they had been in the way prior to.
So you got to be lucky too.
Yeah.
You got to have some luck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Coach, you have said several times that nobody gave you nothing, man. You always got it on the cuff, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Coach, X's and O's.
I think I'm one of the best.
There we go. I want to know. I was asking, how's your board work?
My board work, you know, people may not want to admit it, you know, but the teams I've had recently, they ain't been too good. But you know, when you play against me, you're going to have to coach.
Right.
And anybody can tell you that.
Okay.
So, you know, I can get you two guys and we're going to make a game out of it.
Okay.
Me?
You. You.
You gonna get it done.
You gonna get it done.
Come, they see me coming, they say, "Oh, look at this football player."
And that's what I want. Because you're gonna be boxing them all the way out to the freeway.
You know what you teach me, Coach?
That's right.
Coach, in that same stratosphere, give me a coach or two that you respect their X's and O's.
So, like I said, Coach Ford, my mentor. He does some great things. I really had a love for Coach Reginald McGarry. And I say that to say, every year we played them, you know, they had great teams. But sometimes we'll play them, and I'm like, yeah, we got them this year. They ain't got this person, they ain't got that person, blah, blah, blah. And I look up, we in a dog fight with them. And I know what they, you know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And he just knew how to coach and motivate them guys and get them to where they needed to be.
Right.
You know, it wasn't too much with the X and O. It was the motivation with him.
Okay.
You know, Coach Ford does a great job with X and O's.
Right.
You know, so, you know, those two guys,
Right.
you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, who is that coach or that matchup or team that literally keeps you up at night prior to playing them?
It's all about your team. It ain't really about nobody else.
Okay.
You know, nobody's. I ain't scared of nobody.
Right.
You know, I tell them. They say, "Coach, how you feel tonight? What you gonna do?" I said, "What them guys gonna do?"
Right.
You know, are they gonna be ready to play? Because I know what we've been in the gym practicing for.
Right.
You know, so are they gonna show up?
And you said what y'all been, what is that prep like? What is the prep for a game? Is it film? Is it you know?
Oh yeah. So
plays.
So I'm old school. So like, you know, like I said, my college coach, Coach Mitchell, he would break down the opposing players. You know, this guy can do this. You know, he gonna go this way, he gonna go that way. So that's kind of the mantra that I take. So I get in there and do my board work, and you know, I say, man, this guy gonna fall on his face if he got to go left. So whatever you do, take away that side.
Right.
You know, we gonna in sports or with anything, you gotta realize you gotta say, I'm gonna win this way or I'm gonna die this way.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Commitment.
Yeah. So we gonna do this. We gonna do this right here, and if they beat us with it, so be it.
Yeah.
So be it. Because
Gonna make you
everything,
beat
right?
like
So
that.
everything I watch say they can't do it.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Coach, before we get to this section here, let me. I call these the quickest. Flat or drum when it come to wings?
Flats.
Okay, flats. Okay. Michael Jordan or LeBron?
Yeah, you got to ask me that.
I just want to know, man. We had a
kid. Come
did you?
on.
I don't know. He hadn't seen it. We had a kid that come in talking about.
Michael Jordan was trash.
And you should have put him down right where he was.
Look here.
Jay said,
I fought it today. Dad was sitting there. I said, you know what? This your daddy fault.
and we gotta get your drug test.
Right. So I don't even have to answer that because you already know.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is. What expound on that a little bit? I mean, what separates Mike for you on LeBron?
6 NBA finals,
Okay.
6-0.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Not hitting a game 7. Not even seeing a game 7.
Not even seeing a game 7.
Wow.
You know, I mean, it's cool to play 20 plus years, but
Yeah.
I think if Mike wouldn't have retired and, you know,
Came here.
right.
Yeah.
You know, we talking about 2-3 we probably would have had a straight run.
Right.
You know, so.
Okay. Okay. Good stuff,
Yeah.
Coach. Good stuff. Let me make a note of that. Make a note of that. So, Coach, let's do this right here. Give me your top 5 that you coached, your top 5 to come through your program.
I knew you was gonna ask me that.
Oh Lord,
I hate doing this. Man,
dang.
yeah, I've had some. I've been fortunate enough to coach some great talent. So I guess without any order.
Okay. You know that might they give.
No, that won't get no order.
It's in no particular order.
No particular order. So.
Well, don't give me the one that you really think about at first. Don't do that.
Right. So I'm gonna say Ed Daniel.
Okay.
Ed went on to play at Murray State. I'm gonna say Joshua Cremel, a kid out of California, came down and played.
Okay. Wait a minute, man. You know we get a recruiter story every show, Coach. You recruit
California.
Don't nobody want to come to Woodlawn, man.
California.
Ain't nobody coming
No
over.
high
All
party.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh
It's funny. I got a funny story about this. So this kid got ran out of California. His mama said he can't come back to California.
Wow.
He going to jail.
Yeah, he was down there flagging.
He got to come stay with his daddy.
Wow.
And so that's how he came.
Wow.
Yeah. But,
Really?
when he got in the gym, oh my goodness.
Sound like Master P. I think Master P was living in California with his dad
Yeah.
before he got started.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They will.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I gave you 2.
Yeah.
So JD,
Okay.
Javen Williams.
Okay.
That's 3. I'm gonna go with. Gosh, can I just do top 3? I got to do 5.
Yeah. Give me a couple more, Coach.
I'm gonna say Kelvon Townsend.
Okay. That's okay. That was that 21 class.
Yeah, Kelvon.
Man, that joke was just find a way to score.
Yeah, just find a way.
Wow.
Yeah, just find a way.
My son played with him a couple of times over
Yeah.
there with the Storm and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Coach Harris, Coach Bill over there.
Mm-hmm. And so I got one more. I'm gonna say Eric Fields.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric Fields.
Okay. Good stuff, Coach.
You find fire, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got 10 more, Coach.
I can name some other ones,
Yeah.
but you know.
No
That's
particular
good stuff.
order.
Yeah. No particular order, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your Mount Rushmore, so that's only 4, excluding yourself, of top coaches either retired or still doing it.
Okay. I gotta give you 4.
Yeah. So if you want to give me more.
Okay, so I'm gonna go, and this may be beyond a lot of people. Bobby Jones, he's a head coach at County High, Tuscaloosa County High.
Okay.
Man, this guy, if you scored over 30 points on them in the game, man, you really did something.
Really?
Yeah, man. I mean, we couldn't score on them at all. Nobody could. And so I asked him after the game. I was like, man, Coach, how do y'all do that? What y'all do? And he was like, Coach, we probably spent about 30 minutes tops on offense, but it's all defense.
Wow. Defense win championship.
Yeah, I mean, we would have 10, 12 points at the half, and I had guys that could score.
Wow.
Yeah, so, he always was good with that defense.
Right.
So I'm going to say Coach Jones. I'm going to say, like I said, Coach McGarry.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Jones, write that down,
Yeah.
Jay. Coach Jones.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with Coach Ford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 3.
Yeah.
You said
That's 3.
5.
5,
You
not
give me
including
4.
me, so I got to give you one more.
Yeah. Give me one more.
I'm not just going to throw out a name, so that's it for
That's
me.
it. Okay. Okay, go.
Go like
Go there.
stalemate.
Yeah,
On the
that's it
last
for
one.
me.
You ain't gonna do it just
I'm
one.
going to say my coach, Cap Brown.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Coach Cap.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
When I was with him, he won his 800 game. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Said what?
Yeah, I think it was his 800, it was 500, it was something. He won like it was a big milestone.
Right.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, the news was there and everything.
That's a lot of basketball
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
God damn.
Man, that's
We
wild.
ain't probably, it was a huge milestone.
It was a huge
Probably need to
milestone.
find out what that milestone was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, man, tell me about your coaches over there, man. Who you know, I mentioned Coach Howard had been with you for, what, 9 years?
9 or 10.
Okay. Talk to me about the coaches that's on your staff now.
So I got Coach Wimberly Hydrick. He's been the middle school coach at our feeder program, ISOL, for many, many years.
Okay.
Actually, I coached against him in middle school. And so this past season, he joined me full-time, moved up to the high school. I had Courtney Kennedy. Courtney is coached at Parker, different places, and he does personal skill training.
Okay.
Yeah, so he gets the guys, and, you know, he skill
He's
trains.
younger coach.
No, he's not
okay.
younger. He just do the skill training. Now, I do have a young guy, one of my former players, Antonio McGee. He has my freshman group. And one thing about it, I like to always incorporate guys who played for me.
Right.
My longtime assistant before them was a guy named Caleb Lee that played for me and went on to play at Birmingham Southern.
Okay.
So anytime I can get one of the former guys to come in,
right,
you know, I make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the love of your life. Talk to me about the family, man.
So like I said, I got 2 beautiful kids, Lauren Turner and Landon Turner. What's up, Big Landon? And you know, that's everything for me. You know, they are 6th graders at Huffman Middle School.
Okay.
My son, you know, he's dibbling and dabbling with the basketball. So I already know that I can't coach him.
Okay.
You know.
Why is that?
You know, because I know I can be hard, and, you know, I got to kind of let it come to him. He's not one of those natural guys or whatever.
Yeah.
He's more of a Stephen A. Smith. Talk the talk. We don't want to put in the work. But,
Are you crazy?
Yeah, so he's slowly coming around. So, you know, I had him with a trainer. And I was like, look, man, I'm not finna keep wasting my money if you just let me know when you're ready to do some stuff. So right now we in the driveway.
Right.
So hopefully we can progress to the trainer.
Is he one of the taller kids in his class, or?
He got good height. Yeah.
Got good height.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, how tall are you?
Like 6'3.5".
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, man. Yeah. I looked up. Coach had 660 wins. That's crazy.
Who you talking about, Coach?
Coach Brown, Cap Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it had to be 500 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was 500.
660.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of wins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he won 500 with us.
Tuskegee man.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So, and you said you met wifey down at Bama State.
Yeah.
Now, and what does she do? What does she do for?
She's an educator in Birmingham City
Oh, she
Schools.
teaches as well.
Okay.
Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Well, Coach, man, it's been a pleasure, bro.
Oh man, I enjoyed it, man.
It's been a pleasure, bro. I tell Mike, man, we learned something new. That band thing through before. I did not have the band in you.
Hey, look here, man. Like I said, Parker High School, first chair trumpet, third chair.
Respect.
Hey.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Well, man, tell those colonels, man, what they can look forward to next year. What, about the kids coming back. Take us out on that, but just what's going on.
So the past year or two, we've been playing a lot of young kids, a lot of 9th and 10th graders. So hopefully next year we're hoping that the fruit of our labor pays off by those kids growing up and getting on the court playing experience. There's a lot of opportunity at Woodlawn High School, as far as athletics, as far as basketball. So if you can play, we're the place to be. We don't care if you're in the 7th grade. We don't care if you're in the 12th grade. If you can play, we gonna play you. We got some good stuff. Our football program is on the rise. Coach Clarence Williams, he's laying down a great foundation for those kids. We got a brand new football stadium, so hopefully that will allow us to retain kids that we've been losing because we don't have an on-campus stadium, but now we do.
Right.
So as you know, a good football program will help breed a good basketball program.
Yeah.
So we're just excited because it can only go up, from where we are.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha, man.
It's an exciting time.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Mike?
Hey.
Another one.
Another banger, man. Hey, man, Coach, man, it's been a pleasure, man.
Oh, yeah.
Meeting with you, man, chatting with you.
Yeah.
I love your personality, man.
Yeah, man.
Coach, man, this is. I tell him. I said, man, I really envy you guys, man. Y'all get a chance to do something you love and positively impact lives.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you're in the trenches, man. You
Yeah.
serving as a role model. A lot of times, maybe serving as a second fathers, uncle or something, whatever.
Right.
So trying to keep these jokers headed in the right direction.
But I do have something for the parents and spectators.
Okay.
Basketball coaches don't come to your job and tell you what to do.
You remember that commercial?
I'm glad you said that.
Hold on. Peyton Manning was talking about cut more meat.
Yeah.
So they don't come. You don't come and tell them how to type that paper or that whatever.
Yeah.
So what you said, Cole? They need to watch their mouth in them stands, huh?
We are human.
Right. That's right.
You know.
Preach.
This is just a supplement.
Yeah. It kills me though. You got so many professional coaches
because
in the stand.
They don't know what it took for you to get them guys to the court.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
They don't have no idea about half of any other stuff that the coaches do.
What happened from 8 that morning to 7:30 that night to get them to the court?
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
A lot of these kids, the circumstances they're in,
yeah,
you would say how?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother show right there.
Yeah, no doubt. Some kids don't even eat until they come to school. Yeah, don't even eat.
Yeah.
I got kids right now. Coach, can you cash out me $5 so I can get something to eat?
Yeah.
Coach, can you?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother show.
Man, that's a whole, and that's a show that need to be had too, though.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like some of the challenges, that you deal with.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
But being just a parent too, both of us had kids. Both of us had kids that played high school sports.
Wow.
And also I coached too. Not at a high school level, but mostly little league. But man, they take this thing like, and it be some of the people don't have not even invested a little bit.
Look, it is getting so crazy. You see the parents fighting the refs and so it's getting worse.
Yeah.
But it's
just slow down, parents. That's all.
That's all we say. Slow down.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane. Slow down.
Right.
Right.
Birmingham, man, that was Coach Demetrius Turner, the big admin. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Birmingham, man, y'all share this. If y'all got any questions, y'all going back watching this show, we always looking for the question and comments.
Yes, sir.
Throw a question in there, man. And if some of y'all want us to ask Coach, well, I'll text him or call him and find out for you, see if I can. But y'all go like the show on Facebook, share the show, watch old shows, YouTube, X.
Yeah. Hey, man, make sure y'all, HSCU Podcast on Twitter, HSCU Podcast on Instagram, HSCU Podcast on Facebook, and we all over the place.
Yeah.
Just, type in HSCU.
High school sports covered and uncovered.
And just like all our social media platforms, man. And like Jay was saying, without you guys, there's no us.
Right.
And we providing this content for people, much needed people who need this. We want to highlight our professional teachers, coaches, and our high school students, man. And that's what we do this
and that's go ahead, Coach.
No. So I just looked at my phone and see, that's why I ain't want to say this, because my wife telling me, you forgot to mention Chris Davis. Played with Auburn, played football, played basketball for me.
The kick six, man.
Kick six.
You did right. You did right not to mention.
No. Chris Davis, Quintero McConaughey. I forgot to mention that. So, so fellas, please don't charge to my. It don't hold against me.
Don't charge to my mind. Charge to my heart.
Charge to my heart. Y'all did. This wasn't this cup.
Cool. That else, just juices and berries.
There you go.
Next week, we got a special guest coming in. We hadn't told him yet, but one thing we will be doing, Coach, we started this thing to give these kids opportunity to get behind this mic too, so that
brush up on their skills.
When they get to the next level, they not hemming and hawing and stuff when they being interviewed.
Right.
So we're starting next week, called the Players Club session. So that we'll tag them. We'll bring in some of the top athletes and let them come and tell us briefly about themselves and get a chance to get behind the camera, behind the mic, and really now I guess develop their brand.
Okay.
So we got a heavy hitter coming from Big Herd next week. We won't name which one it is, but we got a heavy hitter, young athlete, student athlete that's gonna light it up along with the special guest we have next week. So y'all look forward to that too next week. Mike.
Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
Man, I appreciate you too, JC.
Yes, sir. Man, take us out of here, man.
All right,
y'all
guys.
Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday.
Peace. We out of here.
Man, we're finally here. Good stuff, man. 3 years in the making, we finally here.
I didn't even know the major was. Like, man, we ran the city. You know what I mean? We ran the city. Right.
I mean, I was proud of that. We weren't close to that city.
Nah.
By the dean of high school basketball coaches.
The
dean.
I ain't care nothing about Jack, though.
Told the young lady, I said, he definitely married up. You're 27, is that correct?
So it hurt because I'm human,
Yeah,
right?
rightfully so.
But I'm going to give you more to hate. Just stay tuned.
You gonna get your first one tonight. Give me the rock.
Right, we're gonna stop and get some chicken.
Right.
So we laugh about that. You ride with me, gonna get that chicken.
Yeah. Did you ever heard that story that the scouts were coming?
Came to see
him.
and saw Willie Mays.
Come on Wednesday to catch me.
Team they went to, we don't beat them 4 out of 5 times, so maybe they'll help them out.
Thompson is overtaking Hoop. There's no question that Thompson is taking over.
They got the best blacks and they got the best whites.